Hi guys, it's Chris at Cork and Crown. I'm back in my cider shed with some more cider to try. But actually I'm going to try two things, one of which is a perry and one of which is a cider. I'm doing two because the perry you're just not going to be able to get hold of. It's not available, but I am going to film it because I'm really interested to see what it tastes like, and I think you might be too, possibly. It's from Greg's Pit. There you go, you can tell it's a perry because it's got the green label, beautiful woodcut that a local woodcutter did for James Marsden at Greg's Pit. It's a 2020 blend. It's Ilton Red, Blakeney Red, and Greg's Pit, the eponymous Greg's Pit, native to Greg's Pit in Muchmarcle in Herefordshire. So this is interesting. It's a still cider, so normally James has the corks in. This has got a crown cap on it, and he had 4 left and he gave 1 to me, so I'm very, very grateful. And this won big at a very, very important Herefordshire cider contest, and so I'm very, very eager to try it. The second one we're going to try is also from Herefordshire. It's sparkling. It's from Ross and Wye. It's Wye Beauty of Bath, single variety cider 2021, it says. Interesting. So actually pressed August 2021, bottled September 2021. So that's really interesting. This is actually a dessert apple. It's an eating apple, so it comes, you know, so you pick it much earlier, and you can press it much earlier. And yeah, I've actually got a Beauty of Bath, very small Beauty of Bath tree in my garden. So this is something that's very close to my heart. I'll read the blurb on the label when we get to try it. And it's only 4.5%, which we love. Okay, this is 6.5. Let's crack this first and see what it's like. Pop. So no smoking good. Because it's still. Let's pour it out. So there we go. So Ilton Red, not familiar with. Greg's Pit I am familiar with, but only because of buying cider from Greg's Pit and perry from Greg's Pit. Blakeney Red needs no introduction. It is probably the single most well known of the perry varietals. So there you go, quite pale in colour. It's got the sort of lemon lime water sort of thing going on. Very gentle haze, no bubbles at all. Let's have a sniff. Oh man, intense pear on the nose. Brilliant fruit on the nose. Really, really fruity. And man, that is great. I mean, it's worth the nose alone, the price of entry for this. Even though it didn't cost me anything, which is incredible. Wonderful pear. Hints of elderflower. Beautiful aromatic. I mean, it smells like a perfectly ripe, delicious pear. Sweet, juicy, fantastic. It's got that sort of elderflower character, floral character as well. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I could smell it all day. You can tell when something's good when you don't even have to taste it. You can just smell it and get pleasure from it. So let's taste it. Let's taste it though, yeah. We're going to taste it. Nice texture, kind of almost creamy texture, great acidity, lovely residual sugar, so sorbitol, bringing the sweetness. There's that great pear flavour. Also, I'm getting hints of elderflower as well, vague citrus character as well, and there's something a little darker in the middle there, little bit darker, almost like a stone fruit character in the middle as well. Like, yeah, something sort of stone fruit, like peach or nectarine or something like that, just in there, which is delicious. Really good, really good. Not really any tannin to speak of. Some minerality as well. Yeah, I can see why people like that. And I'm left, and the flavours are now it's on the back of my palate. I'm just getting that delicious pear and pear skin character as well, which I like a lot. That is great. Thank you, James. I very much appreciate it. I'm honoured. Right. I'm going to enjoy this. Right. Next. Now this is 4.5. It's got a residual sweetness, but let's have a look. Beauty of Bath is an eating apple that ripens the first week of August and dates back to 1864! Exclamation mark. In the past, We have back sweetened this variety, but we are inspired by our friends at Little Pomona Cidery to try something different. This is a pet nat bottling from apples picked just 1 month ago, an insight into harvest time and the celebration of the cider season. Eating apples make gentle cider, without tannin, meaning this cider is lightly acidic, fruity, quaffable, and above all, a bit of fun. Cheers to Harvest 2021. So how cool is that? How cool is that? It's like, you know, like Cidre Nouveau or something of the cider world, isn't it? Yes, Chris, it is. So pet nat. So normally they dose 5 grams per litre of sugar. Not so with this. They've bottled it before the end of fermentation, so it's finished the fermentation in bottle, and that's what's giving it the sparkle. Which is how James Marsden does it at Greg's Pit, which is how Martin Harris does it at Buffalo Organics. It's how a lot of people get their fizz. They don't want to force carbonate, and they don't want to do the champagne method, and they don't necessarily want to sugar, so that's the way to do it. But you've got to judge it just right. You've got to judge it just right. You've got to bottle at the right moment to make sure that you get the fizz that you want. It's easier with apples than it is with pears, because pears have sorbitol, but that shows up as sugar, but you can't always tell what proportion is sorbitol, so it's difficult to judge, you know, where to bottle it, because if there's a lot of sorbitol, it'll only ferment a bit more and give you a very light sparkle, no sparkle at all, and the opposite is true. Too late, or less sorbitol than you think, and you get a bottle bomb. With cider apples, because they always ferment dry, you pretty much know where your gravity is. Right, if I bottle now, I'll get to that. So, easier to predict, but still, an art. Smoking gun, and that popped off nicely, that cap. There's some bubbles rising up. You can see that, can't you? Yes, we can, Chris. Let's pour it out and try it. Got a slightly pinkish hue to it. I think this will get a bit... Is it this one? I've read somewhere that one of them gets a little bit pink under the skin, in the flesh. It might be the Beauty of Bath. And you know what? There's a pinkish hint. There's a definite pinkish hint to that, which makes me think it possibly is this one I was thinking of. But it's got a bit of colour. It has got a bit of colour. I assume they'll let it macerate for a bit before they're pressed. Just to get a bit of colour into it and to get more extraction. Juice extraction from the fruit. Let's smell it. Yeah, lovely sort of hint of pink about it. I do like that. It's very pretty. It smells more like an eating apple. It really does. It's like floral, perfumey. Hints of savouriness to it. Just a hint of something savoury. Yeah, there is. It started off much more perfumey than something a bit... What is that? It's not nutty, but there's something in there. It's got that floral perfume character. There's something sort of slightly nutty, darker, savoury in the background, which is great. I really like it. Not quite sure what it is. Is it maybe like lychee or something? Not sure. Nice nose though, delicate, but very, very inviting and appealing, I must say. So yeah, no tannin, bold acidity, but lovely fruit, lovely delicate fruit. Like that a lot. This is a summer cider. It really is. I mean, it's certainly not summer. It's December the 12th. I've spent yesterday standing in markets in southeast London selling cider. Yesterday was a broccoli market. Today was a Shortlands market. Thank you to the people of Shortlands for coming out and buying. It wasn't as busy as it might have been, but I did find out of it. People were buying gin and bottles of the Winston and Pomona and ice cider and sort of lots of Greg's Pit and so forth. It was good. It was a good day. It was a good day. Lots of mulled cider as well. I might need to get a bigger thing for mulled cider because that's proving very popular. I think they bottled it just the right time. The bubbles are fine. They're there. Don't need any more than that. Bang on the money. It's quite tart as well. It's malic acid. Doesn't feel citric at all. But I think I've said this before. But maybe I said it with this Greg's Bit as well. There's a hint of like a stone fruit about it. Maybe like an apricot or something. With like that tartness you get from an apricot, but with none of the sweetness of an apricot. It's that kind of thing. And almost like the stone, the pit in the middle. Something like sucking one of those. That's what it's making me thinking of. Maybe that's what I got off the Perry as well. If you actually get the pit in your mouth and sort of suck it, you get a certain flavour about it from that stone. And I'm getting that from this as well, and I like that a lot. It's just light, it's delicate, it's fun, it's 4.6%. Knocks the socks off anything you'd ever get in the supermarket. I just wish it was a hot summer day, because I'd enjoy it even more if it was. In fact, I've just said, look, Cidre Nouveau, it isn't there. I said Beaujolais Nouveau. I honestly didn't see that until just then. So yeah, that's kind of what they're doing. Cool. All right, guys, there you go. Beauty of Bath from Ross and Wye, which you should be able to get hold of. And Elton Red, Blakeney Red and Greg's Pit from Greg's Pit, which you will never be able to get hold of because it was given to me from James's private collection of his last 4 bottles. So as far as I'm concerned, there's only 3 others left in the world now, and he's got them. So there you go. So thanks for joining me in my shed. I hope you join me again. But until that time, cheers.